Alright guys, so I'm back from vet camp and here is my rating for the camp. It's a 9 out of it's a 9.5 out of 10. And the only reason it's a 9.5 and it's not a 10 is because of the smell in the lab, but I can't blame it. There were animal parts in there and because I had a cockroach in my shoe, but other than that, it was good.
Leila the Pet Vet.
Alright guys, so I'm not going to get into the cockroach thing, I just don't. It still gives me the chills. But if you are going to move into the dorms, like a new college student, or if your friend or family is becoming a college student, you might as well have a can of Raid in the dorms to take care of it every now and then. Now I'm going to do some of the highlights of camp. So I think my first highlight would most likely be dinner, like the night we arrived. Soft serve. They had a soft serve machine and it was so good. So basically, after that, we just ate dinner together, and that's really all that happened on the first night. We learned our curfew and time we had to be downstairs. So our curfew was 10 o'clock and we had to be downstairs by 6:45, and if your roommate was not downstairs, you would have to go back up with them and hold up the whole entire camp. Let me just remind you, that's 2 people out of 46 kids and a whole lot of grown-ups. So basically, here's how it was all set up. The counselors who took us to the vet school and stayed at us overnight at the dorms were college students, and the actual vet school camp counselors, they were vet school students. Alright guys, so on Monday we had welcome, which is basically 1 hour of us getting to know what we're going to do and learning about a dog. No, sorry. That was basically us just getting used to our counselors and our groups and stuff.
Alrighty.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning!
Welcome to Auburn. All right, they'll probably teach you this, but do you know what we say here at Auburn?
No.
War Eagle. All right, War Eagle. So if I say War Eagle to you, you say War Eagle back to me, okay? That's how we greet each other here. So I'm gonna do that. You ready? War Eagle!
War Eagle! I'm excited for neurology. Neurology, it's the study of the brain.
How are you? What's your name?
Leila Williams.
Williams.
We got another surgeon!
Neurologist!
Find your neurologist. Neurologist! We got another neurologist!
I'm going to follow you. Second was the cardiac cycle, which was with the dog. A guy brought in his dog and we learned about a whole lot of stuff. It was really cool because he actually had a rat heart in a little tiny jar, like a dried rat heart. So that was pretty cool.
Different species have different types of hearts. All right, now, what do you think doesn't have a heart?
A plant.
A plant. Yeah, let's talk animals.
Jellyfish.
Jellyfishes, they don't have hearts. My big heart. If you were to look, you can pass this around. If you look at this, you can see the tendons in there.
Oh.
Okay? This is real. It's a real heart.
So what is it? What makes it like
It's plasticized. They put, hey,
He needs your heart real quick.
that's it. So if you took a stethoscope,
After lunch, we went to large animal medicine, which basically we were in a barn with animals and we got to pet them and stuff. And then we actually went on to the medicine where we learned about a cow who had an infected udder. So basically she was a cow that you could get milk from. So basically when her udder is infected, they have this thing where they'll take each little pulley thing, I don't know what it's called, of the udder, and they'll squirt it into a tray with 4 circles, and they'll squirt in a liquid, and if the liquid like becomes a light purple and smooth, then you know that the milk is healthy. But if it becomes like any other color and looks really chunky, then you know that it's not good. So they have to treat the cow before they can sell its milk again. And after that, we went and saw some cows, and the very last one had a hole in the side. I don't know how I didn't notice, but it did. It's basically like where you get a hole in your ear and they just keep putting in bigger circles. That's what they did. So I didn't stick my arm in because I tried to, I just couldn't. It smelled too bad. It smelled too bad. Because basically we were sticking it into its stomach. Its 4 stomachs. So yeah, all of my other classmates did it. I'm so proud of them now. Yay. So the first thing on Tuesday was emergency and critical care, which is basically we had a criticalist, like is a vet who takes care of the animals who are on the brink of death or need CPR. So we learned how to do CPR on an animal that day. No, we didn't do it on real animals. She brought some stuffed dogs and some exercise balls for us to practice on. So that was really fun. Then next after that, we had physical diagnosis, where basically some of our vet counselors, they brought in their pets and we got to do basically a physical diagnosis on them, but we didn't really touch it but afterwards we did. So I got to see a black dog and a black cat, so that was really fun. After that, we did disease detection. Basically, this lady, she came in, she got us all black lights. She made us all shake hands in a circle. Then she turned off the lights and we shone black lights on our hands. And our hands were dirty. So then after we washed it, they went back in. I had to do some pictures, so I didn't get to do it, but they went back in and they showed their hands again. I'm not sure how my group did. Like I said, I wasn't there, but I hope they did very well. Okay, after lunch, it was veterinary surgery. So basically it was just us, I really forgot what veterinary surgery was. All right guys, so basically on Tuesday we did suturing. This is basically closing the body together with stitches or using staple gun that we did learn how to use on bananas. We learned how to also bandage, but we did it on fake dogs. But since there were 7 people in our group, I got to do it on one of the counselors that were there, since there were 2. So that was really fun. And then after that, I think my favorite part was trying to like clean out the wounds and stuff. Like they had chicken wings covered in Orbeez and stones inside of some 4 cuts. So I got the cuts cleaned out. That's what I'm most proud of. And I got like one side of Orbeez mostly cleared. I mean, I don't know who could clear all the Orbeez. I don't know who. And then after that, we learned how to scrub in, which is basically 5-minute hand washing before we go into surgery. So that was cool. I mentioned I had to step out for some pictures. That was because I was one of the 3 scholarship winners for the camp, and that was really cool. Thanks to VetSetGo and Dr. Chris Carpenter and Merck Animal Hospital, I was one of the 3 chosen to go to the camp.
Yeah.
Dr. Chris Carpenter.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Okay guys, so really quick, this isn't sponsored, but if you do want to become a vet or thinking about it, you can go to VetSetGo, and that will really help you learn more about animals, see if you really want to become a vet. On to Wednesday, so the first thing we did for 2 hours was equine medicine, which equine is basically a fancy word for horse, which is basically what we call equine horse species, which is the horse species like we have feline for cat, and canine for dog, and bovine for cow. Anyways, we learned about the medicine that is needed to take care of it. After that, we did equine rotations with the teaching herd, which is basically we got to learn about not cows. We got to learn with some horses, and I have to say it was pretty fun. So after lunch, it was canine performance demos, which is basically where they trained some dogs to search and find things, as in they trained some dogs to search and find drugs, search and find people, search and find pythons. And so we didn't get to do this. I wish. We were supposed to do a Bailey Small Hospital rotations. We were supposed to learn about physical rehab, radiology, and neurology. Because my group, we were called neurologists, so I was super excited because neurology is the study of the brain, but we didn't get to do it. So instead, we had a basically scavenger hunt where we would get clues and whoever, and so basically you had to do all the clues, and it was basically everything we learned in the past 3 days. I think my favorite part would most likely be the human knot, where we had to untangle everybody, but that was fun. So my group, we made it in 4th place. I don't know how the 1st place winners won. They must have gotten very lucky because I'm impressed with how fast they went. So Thursday was the last full day. We had a small group, which I really forgot we did. The learning lab, I think we did sutures again. Parasitology, I remember that so well. Wait, no. So actually, my group first, we did diagnosis and radiology, which is basically we would go up, we would guess the bone, we would just go back and we would write it out on a piece of paper, and then like number 7, the last person, would check all the answers, change the answers if they thought it was wrong, and yeah, that was really fun. And then parasitology, my favorite. So basically what we did, we learned about all types of parasites. There was a tick race, so basically they had alive ticks in a little tube, and trust me, it was actually pretty fun to watch. Basically they had different colored paint dots on it. Mine was white, but and basically they would drop it in the middle of they would pour them all out in the middle of the circle. Mine came in 4th, but I feel so bad for this one girl because hers was dark green, and like it was like it stopped directly on the line of the circle. So if I had gotten just like a little farther, it would have been in 4th place. So I feel so bad for her. All right, guys. So that was Thursday, and then Friday was the last day. So we went there and we got to say goodbye. We got to do 2 tests like I told you guys about. We did the normal one, which is where basically we did one thing from every single day, and then we did a 17 question test, which is basically know your counselor's test. So I helped my team a lot because there was this one counselor, he was really tall, so I gave him the nickname Giant, and he said it was okay. And so when it was his question, everybody was like, who was this? And I was like, I know it, it's him. And so they clicked it, and I was right. So that was very, very, very fun. And we also got to see a king snake. So pretty, but I didn't get to hold it. They said I would afterwards, but I didn't. All right, guys, so basically after that, we had our graduation thing. This is my certificate. My mom is going to frame it for me. It's all crinkly because it was in my bag and my stuff moved around a lot. So, okay guys, so I had to pack up my own room the night before, and they wouldn't let the parents back in because they weren't allowed until the next day. So that was really sad, but I did it. And then we went to Tuskegee until one of my friend's parents came and picked her up. So she was carpooling with us. We went to Tuskegee. We thought we were going to get a tour of the vet school, but sadly, no. So we took like a picture, and then we and then we headed to a meeting spot where her parents picked her up, and then we drove back home. Alright guys, so that's pretty much my whole video, and so my mom asked me, Leila, would you consider going to vet school at Auburn? I said yes. I might even consider going to it for college because it's very hard to get into vet schools because there's only 35 in the whole United States. So it's going to be pretty tricky to get into some here, but I think I can. And yeah, I'm really proud of myself for pushing through the week because there were some times that I just wanted to go home, but I didn't give up. So guys, that was pretty much my whole experience at Auburn University. Anyways, that's all for today. I hope you guys learned a lot. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Alright guys, we're here for a pep rally. Rally sticks! Yo, I got a rally stick. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey, YouTube.
Say hi, Chris. Hey, vlog. Hey, vlog.